The mystery of iniquity is what I want to talk about. Very interesting. There's a passage in 2 Timothy chapter 2 that talks about the mystery of iniquity. Just want to read this passage. Say, let me read out of King James. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. I just want to read another translation. For the mystery of lawlessness, this is New King James, for the mystery of lawlessness is always at work. Only he who now restrained will do so until he is taken out of the way. This mystery of iniquity, it really talks about the devil, Satan, that is at work in the world, deceiving people. But right now, my point that I want to talk on is some few passages. One is in the book of John, chapter 15. Just wanted to address some of those mysteries of iniquity. In John chapter 15, the Lord was speaking. In verse 22, he says, if I had not come and spoken to them, they will not be guilty of sin. Think about it. Now, whoever they have, however, they have no excuse for their sins because someone has already come to speak to them. So how about when someone is not there to speak to people who don't know God, who don't know their left from their right? Remember when the Lord sent Jonah to Nineveh? When the people repented because a representative went there to tell them about God. So this is what Jesus was saying. He said, if I had not come, somebody of his caliber to talk to them, they will not be guilty of sin. That's the mystery of sin, the mystery of iniquity. Besides the lawless one, the Antichrist one. But we see the mystery of iniquity all at play within creation. If I had not come and spoken to them, they will not be guilty of sin. Now, however, they have no excuse. They're guilty. Verse 24 in that same John 15. He said, if I have not done among them the works that no one else did, they will not be guilty of sin. Think about that mystery. I have performed miracles before them. They have seen signs and they still don't believe. They're guilty. In the court of law, in the court of heaven, they're guilty, man. After all you have heard and seen, and you still don't believe, you're guilty. It said, but now that they have seen and heard both me and my Father, and they still don't believe, they are guilty. And John chapter 9, verse 41 says, Jesus said to them, Jesus said to them, if you were blind, you will have no sin. But now that you say, we have sight, we can see, therefore your sin remaineth. So they were justifying that they know better. Well, Jesus said, oh, okay, you know better. Then, who hold you responsible for your actions? They were being defensive. They were getting smart with Jesus. They didn't know they were just incriminating themselves. Yes, if you were blind, you will not be guilty. Yes, another translation says, if you were blind, Jesus replied, you will not be guilty of sin. Let me see this other translation. Jesus said to them, if you were blind, all of them say you were blind. So if they were really innocent, they will not be guilty of sin. But they claim that they can see. So the Lord said, guess what? You're guilty of that sin. And we come here to Romans chapter 10. I wanted to read Romans chapter 10 here. Verse 14 says, how then can they call on the one they have not believed in? How can they call on Jesus that they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one of whom they have not heard? It makes sense, right? They've never heard of Jesus. Who is this Jesus you're talking about? So you can't hold them guilty because they've never even heard of Jesus. The mystery of iniquity. So some people will be there transgressing, doing all their thing, and you're wondering. God holds you who ought to know better. He who knows that to do right and does not do it, to him it is counted as sin. And these ones who have never heard of Christ, they're not guilty of sin. It's a mystery. And so we keep reading. And how can they hear without someone preaching to them like Jonah? They've never heard of Christ. How can they hear until we send a Jonah? Until we send a preacher? Verse 15 says, and how can anyone preach unless they are sent to them? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring glad tidings. This is the mystery of iniquity. It's very interesting. How can they call on the one whom they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one whom they have never heard of? You would think just common sense should get that. And now we'll go back to Romans chapter 1, the mystery of iniquity. Still at work here. In Romans chapter 1, verse 18 says, the wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all the godlessness and wickedness of people who suppresses the truth by their wickedness. In other words, there are those that know the truth and they suppress it. So the wrath of God comes upon them. It's hard for mercy to speak for such. It's hard for the advocate to advocate for such. When they know the truth and they sit on the truth and they repress the truth. They suppress the truth. They know better. They've heard about God. They know about the things of God. But whatsoever the reason may be, they suppress the truth. Verse 19 says, since what may be known about God is already plain in the view of all creation, because God has made it plain to all of them. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what God has made. Through creation, God has spoken. God speaks to all creation. So that people are without excuses. The mystery of iniquity. So there are those category of people who knows the truth, but they're too liberal. They suppress the truth. It's a very dangerous zone to be. And so the scripture here says they will be without no excuse, since God has spoken to them. God is a righteous judge. God is a just God. He knows how to bring all man accountable. He knows how to use all the different mediums to communicate, not just in creation, the creation itself, but he's going to make sure he sent witnesses. He himself revealed himself to them. A lot of people who come to Christ will tell you they had a dream, they saw Christ in their dream, and the Lord said this to them. The Lord said, God speaks to unbelievers. He speaks to all his creation. God has always been like that. He doesn't just have one category of people that he talks to. If you study the history of the Bible, in the days of Jonah, it was the same thing. Jonah thought God only cared about the Jews. And so that's why when he was asked to go to Nineveh, he was shocked. These people are wicked. Why would you have time for them, God? Why would you even have time for them? But Jonah is just in his own small world. God owns the universe. And it is not his will for any of his creation to perish. So sometimes we can box him in our own faith, in our own way. No, man, God is not. It's not like that. He has proven to us through scripture that he cares for his creation. He spoke to, Pharaoh. And he gave Joseph the interpretation. When the nation was about to go down in famine, guess who he showed the dream? Pharaoh. Nebuchadnezzar. My God, think about all the way to their Messiah, the kingdoms that was going to crush and stuff. And he spoke to this man that was like unbeliever, like what? So that's why the Bible said they will not be without excuse, because God has spoken with them. And God, additionally, he has sent people to them. So God speaks. Abimelech, when he took Abraham's wife, the Lord appeared to him and told him, that man is a prophet, return his wife back to him. He was an unbeliever. So the scripture is saying that you will not be without excuse as long as God has revealed himself to those individuals. They will be without excuse for rejecting Christ. So I pray that deception will be exposed and God will open our eyes, that we who claims to know the truth, that are Christians, we know Christ is the truth, we will act better. We will not take advantage of our salvation, but we'll act better. We will not suppress the truth when we know what the truth is. But I just wanted to highlight this iniquity, this mystery of iniquity. You're always being like, because sometimes I wonder, I say, God, why can't you just get this guy out of the way, this devil, so the world will be a better place? We're looking forward to the 1,000-year reign of Jesus Christ, how the devil will be caught and locked in the bottomless pit and all of that. And like, oh, I know you're God, you know how to do your job. But, as children, sometimes we're like, you want to just get it over with. But it's the mystery of iniquity. Why is God allowing it to go on? He has his timing that he has already set from before the creation of the world. That's the mystery of iniquity. And this guy called Lawless One, the devil, who goes about deceiving the whole world, is running out of time. And soon, his time will be up. And he will be arrested. So that's it. I just wanted to highlight these few passages on the mystery of iniquity. God bless us all.